Welcome. This is Jessie Prentice, and welcome to my home, my very, very empty home. This is my 8th move, but it is my 10th day of not having my stuff. The delivery truck was supposed to come today, and what was it, 3 months ago? It kind of seemed like an okay plan to make, to say, yeah, I'll save the $800. It can come this first week of school. We'll make do. I made plans. I had enough clothes to kind of make it that week. And I think they did not plan on delivering this week. When I called, it was a little sketchy. They didn't seem to really have us in the plans, but they didn't admit it. So here I sit in my very beautiful but very empty house, sharing a dog bed with my very cute but very naughty dog, because he puked on the carpet last night, the brand new carpet. I've been having painters come in, the new carpet come in, all these plans to be ready and the house wonderful for my stuff to get delivered today. But that is not the plan that the Lord had today. And so as I started to unpack Psalm 2 this morning, the very first verse says, "Why do people waste their time with futile plans?" Yes, indeed, very futile to have planned for what I did plan today. But Psalm 16:9 assures us that we as humans make plans, but the Lord determines our steps. So even though things haven't gone according to my plans today, I'm going to trust that they are totally going according to God's plans today. Because when we are his children, it continues to go on to say that when you become his son or daughter and he becomes your father, right? You move home to be with the Lord the way it was intended to be. We only have to ask and we will receive. And we don't, it's not the stuff of this world, it's the peace and it's the joy and it's the security, it's the stuff that's not as tangible, that doesn't fill this house in tangible ways, but in these ways it fills our hearts, and that's our home that we want filled with the Lord. So it goes on to say to serve the Lord, to rejoice, right? I'm not going to rejoice contingent on if my stuff showed up or not. I get to rejoice today regardless of what happens. I get to rejoice that the Lord's orchestrating new steps for me, not up and down the stairs moving boxes around today, but that's going to be okay. It's okay. It's okay. Kind of okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to submit. Verse 12 says, "Submit to the Lord and his Son, or else you'll be destroyed in the midst of your other pursuits," right? Like we make all these plans, we make all these pursuits to do all these different things. And if we're not checking in the Lord, we're not submitting to him and finding ways to just rejoice in all circumstances and serve him, then we're going to get destroyed doing our own pursuits when our own plans fail. I could spend the rest of the day, getting ticked. I can start calling her up and complaining and filing a complaint. Where's your manager? Or I can sit on the dog bed with my dog a day or two more. It's going to be fine. I'm going to submit that the Lord has determined these steps, and it's going to be okay. Because the last verse goes on to say, "What joy for all those who find protection in him," right? Protection, home, those are the things that we find in him, and there's joy when we submit to him, when we serve him, and we rejoice in all circumstances. So that's what he's teaching me today in my empty home.